Flizzardo in the top left, accidentally stopping all his drones at the start. Very
Oh.
unfortunate. And in the bottom right, we have Max, our Navy Protoss.
Blue and orange, my high school colors. Got to get rid of that. Ugh. All right. What do you think we're going to see? Gateway first or Forge first? Or Nexus first?
You know, I feel like almost every game we've seen it's been Gateway, which is weird, right? I mean, in the meta right now, that's not really... It's mostly Forges coming back lately.
That's true. How about them bears? Mutiler, don't do that to me. I don't need hope right now. Do people want my high school colors? Ugh. Fine.
And, interestingly enough here, didn't Pylon scout? Looks like we're probably going to scout after we put down this first building.
Yeah, it looks like Gateway. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Gateway again. So that just seems to be the play of the day.
Nice. You blew it. True. We could say that. Or we could not say that. Because that's a terrible joke. Someone ban this man. God, what's the point of you having mods if they never show up? All right.
Pretty standard stuff overall here.
12 pool.
We got Flizzardo here. Yeah, going just for pool before hatch. Playing safe. Hasn't scouted his opponent yet, right? So if he knew it was cross spawn, he might just go right into hatch first, but better safe than sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, 12 pool is still very much considered a macro build at that point.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, of course. Like, not implying that it isn't.
Yeah, so I think it's fine. He's doing a 12, 11, 10 just with a pool first. And honestly, I think that's absolutely acceptable.
Well,
the 12,
we'll
11, 10 is
out in time to deal with this zealot here, right? So no
yeah.
biggie.
Even if they were close spawns, he'd be fine, all right? I don't think you really need... If you're doing... So the thing is, if you're going to do an economic build, right? If you're going to do a, 12 hatch, 12 pool type build, there's no need to go 3 sets of lings. Unless you're, like, really worried about something. And I don't... It's just, what's the point of going economical and then blowing all of your larvae on lings, right? The idea is that you're supposed to go 1 set of lings if you are trying to do something like this where you're doing more economical openers. This is obviously very safe, but...
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of people, I think, still feel they must have the 6 for safety. I think a good middle ground is to get 2 sets if you're unsure, right? Especially if you still need to scout their base. Then you can have like 2 or 3 at home chasing the probe, trying to get that scout out of there, but you can still find out what they have at their wall. How greedy are they being? Things like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a very acceptable way of doing it, too. Probe coming out here for an additional scout.
Yeah, I think we will see when he gets up here and he doesn't see that there's another hatchery here. I think he's going to get a cannon and then send these 3 zealots out while he techs into his Stargate.
That makes sense. The lings show themselves here, though, so he's going to want to stay home for a little bit. He's going to at least have to let the cannon finish before he moves out.
Oh, yeah, like, I mean, he'll let this finish first, but then I think you can force your way across the map. Especially if these lings are going to attack this building and take some hits on them. That means there's less of a likelihood that they're actually going to try to run by the cannon.
Oh, yeah, they will. And especially if you accidentally lose one here.
Oh, but, uh-oh, a bit of miss micro there coming out from Max. Taking a lot of damage on that zealot for free.
Yeah, that was
close. This might dash any plans of walking out with these zealots now.
Yeah, he did get a ling, and the other one, a couple more are damaged. So I mean, it's not like
too. Look at
entirely useless, but top
Max
right
is still scouting with his probe, right? But he's already gone up to what he thinks should be the 3rd here for Flizzardo, and he saw nothing, right? So now what impression do you get from this, right? It's like, when are you going to put down the den? Where are the Hydras?
Ooh, something else I just noticed is he had started his lair before, and he must have canceled it. And he starts it again as the probe gets up there. I wonder if he's going to cancel it again, or if he's going to commit this time.
Hard to say, yeah. It definitely appeared that he hit that button intentionally as the probe was there, right? It was like in his face, like, look, I'm doing this.
Yeah, there's the Hydra den coming down up front. I do think the probe saw that. But you've got to be like, all right. You're like, you know, you put it like a pencil in your ear and you grab a calculator and you're just like, you're punching in the numbers. Like, all right, he's got a good amount of drones. He's going up to lair. Like, all right, where the fuck is his money?
Yeah, he's looking for another base, or because you see only 2 hatcheries here, and you're like, well, that's not a build, right?
We
like,
see 2 hatcheries and nothing else. Like, if you see like a lot of lings or like a lot of drones, you're like,
he's gonna scout it now. He's gonna come up here with this probe and see it. Meanwhile, these zealots, they did walk out, getting basically all of the lings for free. That's gonna cost Flizzardo here to have to spend some larvae on something to defend this move out.
Yeah. Ling speed almost done, but we're gonna need lings and ideally a couple Hydra, but a lot of lings to hold the front.
And he built 2 sets of lings at his faraway base, thinking that the zealots are coming there, but they're not.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, we do have 4 pairs at the main, in between the main and the nat, with the 5th on the way. So I think we can defend this. You know, one of the zealots has only 1 hit once the shields are gone. The other one is at half shield, so I think we're okay. But a bit of a tricky play there from Maaaax, just kind of throwing his opponent for a loop.
Yeah, this is good. And I mean, the lings, it's still a scary thing to jump into, right? This many zealots. So he's gonna go ahead and force a drone pull here. And I mean,
something.
We're slaughtered. And we're gonna lose all the zealots, but I think this is worth it. I think this is 100% worth 4 zealots, especially since the work.
He sees the tech now. I think this is what made it worth it. If he didn't get in here and scout the tech that was coming, I would have said that was a very bad trade. But this alone made it worthwhile.
Yeah, the tech, definitely seeing the tech, but how many lings he forced, pulling the drones off for so long, killing a few of them. I do think that, like, I think that's actually kind of worth still, even if he didn't scout the tech. Scouting the tech, though, is very critical. As for Ricehead's question, this is a like 1700 MMR ish. So these are people who will probably be high tier 1, maybe even tier 0. A couple of them. Like, these are the people who are they're up there, but we'll see. It all depends on how it shakes out as the preseason goes, for sure.
I know what tier I'm going to be in.
4. It's just you and me in tier 4. Let's go.
That's it. It's our own, man.
So I did BSL this season, right? I played. I got the ladder games. It was a lot of fun, and I was talking with LML, who's one of the tournament organizers. He's one of the guys for BSL, and we were. I don't remember how we were talking about. We were talking about my MMR, and I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm excited to play in Chobo, and he's like, dude, I looked at your MMR. We're gonna need to add several tiers below Chobo for you. And it was just in like the fucking general chat too, and I was like, damn.
Can we pause for 1 second to take a look at this? Take a look right now down at Max's base. He started +1 late, and he is banking Corsairs. Right, he's hiding what he is doing here, waiting for any Scourge to come in, just sitting over this cannon here. Sometimes Protoss will take the opposite approach, right? They'll just go, okay, well, I already had the Storm, I already had the Archives, I'm just going to get an Archon. Max here deciding that he's going to hold it off with Corsair, even though his production was so late in starting.
Yeah. It's 100% kind of what you want to do at this point. It's, you know, it's just the easiest way to make sure you don't die to something that just like, oh, your Corsairs are over here scouting, and they happen to fly over hatchery as Scourge pop and dead. You know?
Like the worst feeling.
It's great when I see it because
of Zealots is quite nice. I mean, we haven't morphed these into Sunkens yet. They won't be ready in time. Oh, and we're making spores.
Well, one of them's going to be a
spore.
Yeah.
Well, this base is gone.
Yeah. GG's, bud. Bye, base. And losing your third base is Zerg.
Counter attack is in order, right? Like, take this opportunity, but all we really have is Ling here.
Yeah. And the thing is that while losing your third base doesn't inherently mean you lose, it's usually a good indicator that the game is about to swing very much away from you. All right, the Scourge are coming in here, but we're going to lose more Overlords.
The one saving grace is he still kept 4 drones alive, and I think he will be able to save the hatchery. So even though this position was compromised and we did lose a lot, we don't entirely lose the base. We can reestablish it, including static defense. So he did throw away a lot of Zealots.
Mm-hmm. And keeping the hatchery alive here is the biggest part of that, for sure. If you kill the hatchery, it's worth it. If you don't, it's not.
Yeah, and Carapace now almost done as well, so that's going to counteract the +1 of the Zealots. And after that big group dies, right, if you go into a lot of Ling here, there's not much left.
Yeah, it's, we're going to see. He's going Hive, so it looks
that's
like
why I think he's going Ling, yeah.
Yeah, he's skipping
melee
Hydras
upgrades.
altogether. He's going to...
Yeah, melee upgrades, there we go.
I don't like seeing Ultras.
Sick.
I hope he goes to Filers before Ultras, because I think Ultras are really bad against Protoss. Zealots win against Ultras. Archons win against Ultras, you know?
Yeah, I don't think he can afford it, though, right?
You need 3 gases minimum. He needs to take that 3rd gas, which he hadn't even taken yet when the Zealots hit. So it's not like, oh, the Zealots killed it. No, he just hasn't taken it yet. And if you're going up to Hive Tech, you need 3 gases to be able to do anything.
The plan is just Crackling and Plague.
I mean, Crackling Plague, not a bad idea. It's just you definitely need those Defilers. Swarm Crackling Plague, it all works out very well. It's just, like I said, he really needs that gas.
Yeah, and let's not forget, he is up to 7 Corsairs now, as well as DT out here. Something he has to respect, right? I mean, even though the game is transitioning into the later phases, you still have to deal with this. You must get rid of this Corsair count. 1 DT here can destroy this entire base if he gets rid of the Spore and Overlord. It's not that hard.
God, 7 Corsairs with +1. Just elite Overlords. And Scourge, by the way.
Oh, well, the Scourge gets some connections, but none of them hit the same target. Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to Corsairs. They're good. Build some. Or don't, please. I don't like losing the...
Okay, so Cracklings are started now, but the upgrade just started. And it looks like Max might hit at a timing here, and we don't have that done yet. I would say that with 3 control groups of Lings, if he did have it finished, there'd be hope here, but...
Oop.
I don't know.
All right, we kill a few of the Stairs with Scourge, but that's all we had. Now the Stairs are roaming free. Storms are coming on up here. They're not even needed. They just kind of look over.
Yeah.
They just look over like, do we need them? Nah. And they're like, all right, fuck it, back to smoking.
Oh, is he gonna storm the workers like a sick gamer?
Hey, come on, gamer move. Show me your gamer moves, bro. Storm the workers. I think the High Templars unionized. No storming without proper smoking.
Standing there.
Yeah.
It's more of a psychological threat, right? It's like, yeah, come try to fight this.
Oh God.
Storm.
Oh.
So here comes a big wave of Lings from behind, and it's just goons, but I think Storm's here will clean this up immediately. 1 Storm on that clump.
Yeah, come on, Storm. High Templar. I think the Templars are too stoned. They don't know how to storm anymore. They're actually kind of body blocking for the goons, though, because of target priority.
We have Zealots in the other mineral line. This is the beginning of the end for Flizzardo. A noble effort, but it looks like Max is going to take this game.
Yeah, I think we've just done it. Third base absolutely toast. Yeah. What a good game of StarCraft. Like, it was just good game. You know, actual just GGs.